Welcome, fellow masters. It's finally here. The much anticipated Saber Wars 2 event is finally upon us. The event runs from October 18th and lasts approximately 2 weeks, ending on October 31st. You will need to have completed the Solomon Singularity in order to participate. Let's go over some event highlights and resource information for Saber Wars 2. There will be a total of 3 summoning banners for this event. The first is already available. The pre-release pickup summon featuring the limited 5-star assassin, Mysterious Heroine X. She's a Saber, an assassin, that has a single target quick MP with the heart of an archer. At any rate, can't have a Saber Wars event without MHX. But if you already have Jack or Kama, then there really is no need to roll for MHX unless she's waifu. Besides, the main summoning banner features the servant many have been patiently waiting for, the limited 5-star Avenger, Space Ishtar. I don't think this Rin face needs much of an introduction, but she's an AoE Avenger with the unique ability to change her NP card type to either Quick, Arts, or Buster. This means Space Ishtar has tremendous flexibility and matches up with any support types. She also has a 50% battery, which makes her farming potential very high. And when a future Arts support caster is released next year, Space Ishtar's MP looping ability for 3-turn farming becomes nearly unrivaled. But the banner is not all about Space Ishtar. I know there are those that have been looking forward to the limited 4-star archer, Calamity Jane. She has a single target quick MP and is fairly unique as well. With a kit that lends itself to support, or rather something of a hybrid support, Calamity Jane has an interesting third skill that is a targeted buff with varying effects that changes depending on how many crit stars are available. Not to worry though, the crit stars are not consumed by the skill, which can lead to some interesting tactics. All in all, while not a game changer, Calamity Jane can offer a number of benefits to one's team, especially if used creatively. There will be a Part 2 summoning banner released about a week into the event. It will feature the limited 5-star Berserker Mysterious Heroine X Alter, a natural foil to MHX, and expected for a Saber Wars event. This little Sith Lord of a servant has a single target quick MP, and a fairly potent one at that. She also has a cohesive kit that provides a party-wide attack increase, a self-quick steroid, a generous amount of healing, plus some stars and crit damage up per card type. Her major drawbacks are her lack of a hard defensive option, like an evade, and her gimmicky way of manipulating star absorption. Overall, Mysterious Heroine X Alter is a good general boss slayer, and really excels at nuking down Saber class bosses with her MP's overcharge effect. But if you already possess ST Berserker like the Welfare Summer Jean Alter, then I would say it's not necessary to roll for MHXA, unless of course for waifu reasons. To accompany MHXA on Raid Up, there is the story-locked 4-star Saber Yagyu Munenori. This stern-looking Saber has an arch-based single-target MP, and Yagyu can be noted to have very good burst damage potential. He also has a powerful ability to render an enemy's attack rather harmless when combining the attack reduction of his third skill with his NP overcharge effect. In this regard, Yagyu really differentiates himself from Saber Lancelot, with whom he's often compared. However, if you already have Saber Lancelot, or even Welfare Saber Hokusai, then rolling for Yagyu would purely be a luxury, and more likely for those that consider him husbando. There are a number of things involved in progressing through and completing this event. First, Saber Wars 2 is a mission-based event where you will need to complete a list of 100 missions. Doing so will net you plenty of rewards like Ascension Materials, Mana Prisms, Event CEs, Gold Foes, etc. The missions themselves can act as a sort of guide of what you will need to do next in order to progress through the main story, unlock a free quest, or even access another mission. Missions like defeating a specific number of certain types of enemy, or a bunch of enemies with unique attributes, will be accomplished by completing an appropriate free quest, often repeatedly. Just a reminder that once a mission has been completed, you will need to claim the mission reward in order to properly unlock new missions. Now, farming free quests will also provide drops of a very special event currency called Altrium. There are also Altrium among the mission rewards themselves, and you will need to use this special currency to unlock certain story quests. Additionally, Altrium is needed to purchase special wanted posters from the event shop to unlock the bounty quests. Furthermore, these wanted posters will also require clearing certain missions in order for them to be available for purchase. And then there are the goddess scriptures. These event items will drop from defeating certain enemies, and each will unlock a goddess scripture quest, completing some of which will unlock certain parts of the main story quest. So, as you go through the main story, farm the free quests that come up to collect Altrium currency. Use Altrium when needed to unlock the next part of the story. As you farm free quests, missions will clear and you can collect rewards and unlock further quests. When appropriate, purchase wanted posters with Altrium to complete the bounty quests. The Goddess Scripture quest will most likely come up naturally as you cycle among the story and bounty quests. As mentioned, bounty quests are unlocked by purchasing wanted posters from the event shop by spending Altrium currency. However, these wanted posters will only become available for purchase once a certain mission has been cleared. There are a total of 15 bounty quests, and completing them all will net approximately 50 million QP, plus various other rewards. These quests are basically single enemy mini-boss battles, starting off with Cosmic Rice Balls, where you will face Tawara Tota, classed as a Saber at first, but then reverts to an archer when his first HP bar is broken. Clearing this will reward 1.5 million QP and 5 Yggdrasil seeds. The next bounty is Skullkeeper, which is against Salome, classed as a Saber, and then changes to a Berserker when her first HP bar is broken. This bounty will reward 1.7 million QP and 5 Evil Bones. Saint Martha. With Summer Martha starting as a Saber and changes to a Ruler after breaking her first HP bar. Clearing will provide 2 million QP and 5 seashells. Caesar Origin, which puts you up against Saber Julius Caesar. Clearing this quest will reward 2.3 million QP and 5 Heroes Proofs. Twin Pirates. This is versus Anne Bonny and Mary Reed, but classed as a Saber. 2.6 million QP and 5 chains will be awarded upon clearing. Tamamo is the next bounty, who is classed as a Saber and rewards 2.8 million QP and 5 Magatamas upon completion. The bounty Pao Pei pits you against a Saber Neza that changes back to a Lancer after her first HP bar is broken. Pao Pei pays out 3.1 million QP and 5 Mystic Gunpowder. Abigail's bounty is next up, and she starts off as a Saber, but then changes back to a Foreigner after depleting her first HP bar. The payout for this is 3.3 million QP and 5 stakes. Serenity finds herself as a bounty as well, but as a Saber like the others before her. This bounty rewards 3.6 million QP and 5 Poison Needles. For the last of the regular bounties, we have Okita Altar. As with the previous ones, she is classed as a Saber to start, and then changes to her original alter ego class after her first HP bar is depleted. Clearing this will reward 3.9 million QP and 5 Soundless Bells. Then there are the 4 special bounty quests, one of which is categorized as high difficulty. We have the Space Cat bounty, who is against Tamamo Cat. The completion reward for this is 2.5 million QP, and the 3-star command code, the Bearded Scarlet Gentleman's Command Seal. That's a bit of a mouthful. Bounty Hijikata. For this one, it's recommended that a servant with either Sure Hit or Pierce Invincibility is used. Clearing it will provide 3 million QP and the 4-star command code Balanced Scale of the Universe. The third of these special bounties is for Emiya Alter. This will be a one-wave rush of 9 enemies, which includes Archer Emiya Alter, and 8 more trash archers. The reward for this bounty is 3.5 million QP, and the 5-star command code Mistress of the Heavens, a command code perfect for the upcoming Super Orion. And then we come to the fourth, and the one considered high difficulty, King Eli-chan. This has you against Lancer Elizabeth, Elizabeth Brave, and Caster Elizabeth, all with their own break bar and upon defeat gimmicks. This will pay out a cool 5 million QP and 5 dragon scales. The last bounty quest is time gated until about a week into the event, and also requires a challenge quest to be cleared. The super high difficulty Dark Rounds bounty. You're up against the Knights of the Round, Saber Lancelot, Gareth, Tristan, Bedivere, and Gawain in one wave. Clearing this final bounty will reward a crystallized lore and 10 million QP. There are some buff gimmicks that include taunting, but those buffs can be removed when they receive an attack from a specific command card, receive a critical, or an NP attack. It should be noted, Dark Rounds Shadows is the 100th mission, so this quest is unavoidable in order to complete all mission objectives. And regarding the challenge quest that is the prerequisite to Dark Rounds Shadows, it is against Mysterious Heroine XX. All in all, despite the larger HP pool on each break bar, this should be considerably less difficult than the Dark Rounds bounty, but you may want to keep some command spells handy for both. To aid in completing these bounty quests, there are a number of servants with an event damage bonus. The 3 main event characters of Calamity Jane, MHX, and Space Ishtar each receive a 100% bonus to their damage. 2 more damage tiers of 50% and 30% respectively contain a number of servants of various classes. So if you have any of these servants, then they will come in handy when completing any of the event quests. And make sure to set them up on your support list as well to help out your fellow masters. Of special note is SSR Saber Artoria. While she does not get a damage bonus or a bond bonus, she will provide a drop bonus for the Altrium currency. In addition to these servants, there will be 2 event craft essences to provide damage bonuses when equipped. The 5-star Binary Star Songstresses will give a 100% damage increase to the servant who has it equipped, and the CE also gives a +1 Altrium drop bonus. 4 of these CEs can be purchased from the event shop, with another copy rewarded from clearing Mission 95. It is recommended to buy the CE as quickly as possible for efficient accumulation of Altrium. And then we have the 5-star Bestia del Sol, which gives a party-wide 50% damage increase. Like the other CE, this will also provide a +1 Altrium drop bonus. 5 copies of the CE can be obtained from clearing missions 3, 4, 7, 29, and 97. Additional copies of either CE can be obtained as random drops from free quests. To buy the Binary Star Songstresses CE, the regular event shop currency will be needed. And to help speed up their accumulation, there are the 3 Gacha CEs from the event's summoning banners. The 5-star Princess of Red Bean Paste will provide a +1 drop bonus for Gold Saber badges. Of note is the starting MP charge and quick performance increase the regular effect provides. Next is the 4-star Planet Rock. This CE provides a +1 Silver Saber badge drops. And lastly, there is the 3-star Cultural and Martial Arts Simultaneously CE to provide a +1 drop to Bronze Saber badges. If you're rolling for Space Ishtar or Calamity Jane, expect a number of these CEs to show up, and hopefully it'll make clearing the event shop that much easier. And on the topic of the event shop, let's go over the items and resources available for purchase. For items requiring gold Saber badges. The things of note are the 2 copies of Binary Star Songstresses, the 2 Spiritron dresses, the 10 Skumo mirrors, 20 scarabs, and 20 arrowheads. The total gold badges needed to buy everything is 3,900. The items of note for silver Saber badges are the 1 Binary Star Songstresses, the 20 Reactor Cores, 20 Eternal Gears, and 30 Dragon Fangs. For everything here, you would need 4,100 silver badges. Lastly, we come to the items that require bronze badges. Of note, there is the final copy of Binary Star Songstresses CE, at least the final copy available in the event shop. We also have 20 octuplet crystals, 30 void dust, 30 mystic gunpowder. Total number of bronze badges needed for all the items listed here is 3,900. Then there is the Ultrium currency as well. In addition to the 15 wanted posters, there is also 1 HP and 1 attack gold foe available for purchase. For the 15 wanted posters, a combined 4,260 Ultrium is needed, a grand total of 4,660 when including the gold foes. Note, another 2,750 Ultrium is needed to unlock the various main story quests. Now that sounds like a lot of Ultrium to farm, but fortunately the mission rewards will provide 900 Ultrium to help out. You will also be able to obtain 5 gold apples, 1,000 mana prisms. There's also 220 more from the main story quests. The aforementioned 5 copies of the Bestia del Sol CE, the last copy of Binary Star Songstresses, 1 attack and 1 HP gold foe, 1 of each type of code opener, 1 code remover, 5 of each blue, red, and gold class gems for sabers, archers, and assassins, 1 crystallized lore, and 5 summon tickets. As for ascension item rewards from the missions, there are 20 of each poison needles, evil bones, spinal fluid, and stakes. 20 of each serpent jewels, soundless bells, phoenix feathers, Yggdrasil seeds, aurora steel, and eternal ice. And then we come to the gold rarity ascension material, which we have 15 foreign god hearts, 15 black beast grease, 15 chaos claws, 15 tear stones, and 15 primordial lanugos. There are a total of 10 free quests for this event, and there are various mission targets spread throughout these free quests. So here's a breakdown to aid with farming for missions and currency. Texas Beyond, a mixed Saber and Berserker node, unlocks after clearing main quest Texas Beyond, and there's a silver apple first clear reward. Of note, this first free quest is a good spot for Saber and humanoid enemies. Big Blue Tank, an all Berserker node. This unlocks after clearing main quest Big Blue Tank 1, and also rewards a silver apple for the first clear. Notably, this has a good amount of sky attribute and demonic enemies to farm. Abyss Sargasso, an all caster node, unlocks after clearing main quest Abyss Sargasso 1. There's also a silver apple first clear reward. Of note, this has a decent number of sky attribute enemies to farm. Death Chete, an all Saber node, unlocks after clearing main quest Venusian Beast Elichan, plus Mission 14. This one has a gold apple for the first clear reward. It's a good spot for Saber class enemies, and also is the best spot to farm for gold Saber badge currency. Zenjo, an all assassin node. This one unlocks after clearing Queen's High School 1. First clear reward is a gold apple. It is notable that this quest contains the highest number of sky attribute enemies. Planet Celtant, or Keltant, which is an all Lancer node. After clearing main quest Queen's High School 2 and Mission 30, this free quest will unlock. The first clear reward is a gold apple. This is a good place to find Earth attributes and humanoid enemies, along with being the best spot to farm Bronze Saber badges. Green Kitchen, an all-archer node. This unlocks after clearing main quest Green Kitchen 1. First clear reward is a gold apple. This free quest is a good spot for those Earth attribute and humanoid missions, along with missions needing demonic enemies. Phantasmal Planet Caribou, an all-rider node. Clearing main quest Green Kitchen 2 plus Mission 58 will unlock this free quest. First clear reward is a golden apple. And this free quest is the best spot for farming Silver Saber badge currency. Then we have the all-rider node Dark Mana. This unlocks after clearing main quest Dark Mana, and the first clear reward is also a golden apple. Notably, this has the highest number of humanoid enemies at 9. It also has a good number of man attribute enemies. And most importantly, this is the only node with hoodlum type enemies. Vagrant Planet Arton. Probably the most troublesome node, being made up mostly of berserkers, but with 2 rulers mixed in on the 3rd wave. This unlocks after clearing main quest Dark Mana and Mission 62. A golden apple will be your first clear reward. Notably, this free quest will drop all 3 event shop currency, and also has multiples of the Strength A, Lawful, and Good enemies at 2 apiece. Some things to keep in mind. If you start early enough and make the most of your natural AP, clearing all 100 missions should not require much apple usage. Though, apples are likely needed in order to completely clear out the event shop of all items. But this also depends on the number of event CEs that you have access to. The main limiting factor to progression is the accumulation of Altrium, so remember to get the event shop CEs early and equip them. Try to include Saber Artillery in your teams as well if possible, either your own or one from your friend support. And prioritize the Altrium for unlocking the main event story quests. And for the harder quests, to make the most of the damage bonus from the event CEs, equip Binary Star Songstresses on your main DPS. Max limit breaking should be fine. But with Bestia del Sol, don't MLB until you have at least enough extra copies to fill out the rest of your team. That way you can max out party-wide damage and Altrium drop bonuses. Well, those are the details I wanted to go over for Saber Wars 2. I really do apologize for its delay, but sometimes real life just doesn't cooperate. Despite being late, it is my hope that at least some parts can be helpful, so you can enjoy the event that much more. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more FGO content like this. Thank you for watching.